Books we read. Books we read. La 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 la
Hey guys, welcome to Between the Pages. Today we're joined by Dr. Greesh Lillaney. I'm so excited that he joined us on this podcast today. Today he is here with the book on finance, Rich Dad Poor Dad. This book is not boring at all. Every time you read it, there's always something new to learn. I can't wait to discuss this book. Let's welcome Dr. Greesh Lillaney. If you like today's discussion, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you would like to come on our show as a guest, fill out the form. The link is in the description below. Guys, do follow us on Instagram as well. Thank you. Hello, Dr. Dadu. Welcome to Between the Pages.
Hi Anna, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Dr. Girish Lilani. I'm a dental surgeon practicing for last 46 years.
Wow, that's impressive. So, is reading a part of your schedule?
Yeah, I've been reading books for last 40 years almost, or maybe more than that, I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. So, what kind of books do you like?
I read all sorts of books like crime, and my first book which I read was Fountainhead,
Very
and the
good.
second book was Atlas Shrugged. And one of those rare financial books which I read was Rich Dad Poor Dad. So that's a book I would like to talk about today.
I see. So, वो book में क्या होता है?
That book is about two friends. Their fathers, one guy's father is a chartered accountant, a middle class man, and second guy's father is a very rich guy.
Hmm.
So basically, these kids want to become rich all of a sudden. So this guy, there are two friends, Robert and Mike, and
Hmm.
Robert's wife is Kim. So they'll end up going to Mike's father and ask him, "How do we become rich?" So he tells them how to earn money. He
Hmm.
sends them to his store and tells them, I will not pay you. You have to look for the opportunities to earn money.
Hmm.
So they go there, work for a long time, and still he doesn't pay them and all that. After 1 month, Robert tells Mike that your father is just cheating us and this thing. They go back to him after 1 month and they say, we want to talk to you. He says, okay, tell me what. So he says, no, you have to look for the opportunities. So they go back and they find the manager over there. This father would hardly ever go to uh, the shop, and the manager would run that show, and she's selling the comics to a guy just for peanuts. So they go there, take those comics, tell her that we'll pay you. They take it to their neighborhood and start renting it out to kids. That's
Hmm.
how they start earning money. This was the first experience of earning money. So these guys are like, they are thrilled that they can something can be done like this. And financial literacy is the most important thing. It should be taught in schools, which we are never taught.
Hmm. तो
You
आपको
know,
क्या
we,
लगता है
ah,
कि स्कूल्स में इम्पोर्टेंट होना चाहिए सिखाना?
yeah, it's a must. It's like, you should know investment in properties and, you know, uh, like investment in properties and know about the legal framework, taxes, and things like that. Over here, we come and learn about taxes. Once we start working, till that we know nothing about taxes and legal framework and how to go about earning money. So this Mike's father tells them that it's rich, rich don't work. It's and poor work for the rich people.
Hmm.
That is the biggest problem in the world. And there are like Once Robert becomes very rich, his wife asks him for a Mercedes on
Hmm.
her birthday. He says, "No, nothing doing. I'm not going to give you Mercedes, but I will give you $200,000. You go and invest it, earn money out from that, and then you put it in this thing, Mercedes or BMW or whatever you want."
Mm-hmm.
So main thing he teaches them is assets and liabilities.
Acha. So, what were you thinking when you were reading this book? What were the thoughts that were going on in your mind?
I mean, I really found this was right because till that I never bothered about, investing money somewhere and doing. I mean, I would probably put money only in my banks and all that, put it
Oh,
in FDs and do nothing about it.
so वो बुक ने आपको इंस्पायर किया कुछ नया करने के लिए?
Yeah, I started investing my money wisely, like in stocks, mutual funds, then real estate. And I wouldn't agree with him 100% that, I mean, if you do all this, you are going to become rich. Luck also plays certain part in these things.
Hmm. हाँ.
But
Um,
then you have to invest wisely.
hmm. तो ये बुक तो बहुत पुरानी है शायद 1997 में लिखी
Yeah,
हुई है.
this is from 1997 and I read it in around 2000.
हाँ. तो डू यू थिंक उसमें जो लिखा हुआ है आज भी रेलेवेंट है क्योंकि
100%. 100%. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
चेंज बट नथिंग इज चेंज ऐसा हो गया है.
Huh?
इतनी सारी चीजें बदल गई है पर इसमें कुछ ज्यादा बदला नहीं है ऐसा.
N- नहीं नहीं, absolutely no question.
इसमें से आपने एक सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट लेसन क्या लगा था आपको ये बुक पढ़ के?
नहीं, financial wisdom. Like learn to invest wisely. Just don't go and put money somewhere and expect it to, like, just put all the money in stock market and things like that. You don't do that. You study those stocks, see how they are going, and then invest money in those stocks. And then certain amount, according to him, you should take risk. Say like 20% of your stocks, you can put it in high risk. Like suppose you are investing 1 lakh in stocks, you invest 20,000 in high risk stocks, which might, or like it can go to 10,000, it can go to 50,000.
Hmm.
That's like, but then you do study. Just don't go and put it in somebody telling you that, okay, this stock is going to shoot up and this and that and all that. No, you listen to the proper financial advisors.
तो मेरे स्कूल में हम लोग भी फाइनेंशियल पर्सनल फाइनेंस पढ़ रहे हैं अभी. रिसेंटली हम लोग का स्टार्ट हुआ है. तो जैसे आप बोल रहे हो कि थोड़ा अमाउंट ऑफ वो हाई रिस्क पे डालना चाहिए. तो आई कंप्लीटली अग्री क्योंकि हाई रिस्क इज इक्वल टू हाई रिवॉर्ड. जैसे एफडीज में आपको बस इतना सही परसेंटेज का वो मिलेगा वापस जो भी मिलेगा. मेरे को एग्जैक्ट टर्म्स नहीं पता. और स्टॉक्स इज ऑलरेडी अ हाई रिस्क पर उस पे भी आप हाई रिस्क डालोगे तो आपको हाई रिवॉर्ड भी मिलेगा. मैंने ये चीज सीखी थी उसमें. तो ये आपने बुक कभी रिकमेंड करी है?
Recommend करिए मतलब,
दूसरों को
I don't
बताया
know.
कि आपको भी पढ़ना चाहिए?
100%. 100%. People, kids like you should read that and understand what he is trying to tell you. A simple thing like, when you invest, when you grow up and you start earning money, and you start earning good money, when you are investing in real estate, this guy, what he used to do is, like, suppose you want to invest in your city itself. So you don't go and invest in posh area like Kalyani Nagar or, like any of these big areas and all that. You go to the outskirts. He would go and stay on the outskirts, just rent a place and start moving around on the outskirts and see where it is growing, like
Hmm.
some industrial complex coming up or something like that. And those areas, you always find some people who want to do distress sales. So he would buy those properties, and just forget about them for 5 years. Within 5 years, the returns which you would get, you would never ever get it from any damn investment.
हम्म. अच्छा. तो वैसे मैं रिसर्च कर रही थी ये बुक के बारे में, तो मैंने देखा था कि इस बुक के बारे में लोग बहुत कंट्रोवर्शियल चीजें भी बोलते हैं. एंड लाइक वो डेट में है रॉबर्ट कियोसाकी या कुछ तो ऐसी चीजें चल रही है. तो आपको क्या लगता है इस चीज के बारे में?
No, no, I'm not saying that you follow him blindly, but then see whatever he says holds true today also, like investment in stocks. And but then it doesn't mean that stock market is not going to crash or real estate market is not going to crash. We
हम्म.
have in our lifetime the number of crashes which we have seen, like 2008
हम्म.
and 2008, and mostly, I mean, I don't know. A friend of mine told me that it has been in leap years, which was, I mean, I really found it surprising, and he did give me examples. And incidentally, we are in a leap year now. Just remember that.
Yeah.
So anything can happen, like these wars and things like that. So, I mean, th- don't follow anything blindly. Listen to everybody, read lots of other books along with this,
हम्म.
and then go ahead and invest your money wisely. But just don't sit with money in your hands or money only in your bank. Make the money work for you.
हम्म. That's
You
a
don't
lesson.
work for the money.
That's a lesson I learned from you today. मैंने भी बुक बहुत पहले पढ़ी थी, मुझे याद भी नहीं है इतना.
According to him, let the money work for you. And suppose you have a place you want to run, and you should have a proper manager who runs that, so that you don't have to go and sit there for whole day.
हम्म. हाँ. तो अभी हम लोग का पॉडकास्ट ऑलमोस्ट एंड होने वाला है, ये शूट. तो हमारे हाँ, यहाँ पे हमारे पॉडकास्ट में एक रिचुअल है जहाँ एवरी गेस्ट राइट्स अ क्वेश्चन फॉर द नेक्स्ट गेस्ट. सो आवर प्रीवियस गेस्ट विद्वता, she's asking, what difference does reading make in your life?
What different did
What,
reading make?
yeah, what difference does reading make in your life?
Reading is the best thing which teaches you how to become wise, how to invest your money, and reading not only financial books. You have to read everything. I mean, I became a doctor by reading only
Hmm.
and practicing.
Hmm. तो आपको ये वाली बुक ऑब्वियसली मुझे लगता है बहुत अच्छी लगी होगी, पर दूसरे कौन से आपको बुक्स पसंद है जो आप बता रहे थे कि अपने क्राइम और वो सब आपको पसंद है, तो कोई बुक्स के नाम जो हम पढ़ पाए?
Uh, See, this is like a computer which is filled up. So it's very difficult for me to remember the names. But like I told you, the other two books which had affected me were Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged.
Hmm.
These two were really fantastic books which you should read. They are very thick, so you can read it only in your vacation. Forget about reading it during other times. And the second thing, the one other book which I had probably read by Frederick Forsyth was one of the books about Russia.
Hmm.
I mean, you would be surprised. Some 30 years back, he had predicted what Russia, the Soviet Union, is going to become. It will like fracture into different states, and then they will go to war against each other, like you see Russia and Ukraine war.
Hmm.
I just don't seem to remember the name of the book. But whatever is going on today, that guy could see it some 30, 40 years back. That
Wow.
how, yeah, I mean, it was when I have been watching all these things happening, like Soviet Union breaking up and then these unions going against each other on a war and things like that.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I had a really great time talking books and financial things with you, I guess. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thanks.
I hope you guys liked today's discussion. Until next time, it's me, Anna Lillaney, closing the BDP book for this week. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
la 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 la